Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energy and predictions for the sign of Scorpio for the end of January. Now this timeline will span between January 26th, the last week of January, and February 12th. I chose February 12th because that is the day of the full moon in Leo. So we're going to be taking a look at what is coming to a close here in January and through to the full moon. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on for you here, Scorpio. Now, I am happy to announce that I have committed to posting tarot readings for the entire year of 2025. So you should see a lot more readings from me, and I will be posting a February monthly reading. So you're stuck with me, Scorpio. You're stuck with me. But I'll also make this announcement on my February monthly in case some people miss it. So, all right, now about you. Let's go ahead and dive into this reading here. Wow, Scorpio. One of the best 6 cards I have seen for these end of the month readings here. All right, camera angle's a little weird, but that's okay. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords may suggest that you are cutting something out of your life. Cutting and severing energy can come forward when you have the Queen of Swords present in a reading. This is somebody who doesn't mince words. This card may come forward if you have a very serious conversation that you need to have with someone, Scorpio. And in this conversation, you may need to just say exactly how you feel and do it in a way that is very blunt, we could say. It's possible that for some of you, you are having very important conversations. And I think that you will connect to the right answers you'll connect to the right verbiage, the right language on how to handle this. Because actually right now, with this Two of Swords, we'll talk about this more, perhaps there is a situation with your expression. Hold on, let me just, okay, I think that's better. All right, sorry, I just had to get the camera angle right. I think there may be a situation with your, you may be having a hard time expressing yourself fully, maybe towards the end of January. And I think that you will come to the right language, you'll come to the right verbiage on how to handle this conversation. But I know that's very specific, but let's go ahead and let's get some details on this. Let's start the reading here. So in the middle card, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is really incredible. You actually have 2 aces, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. They are diagonal. Diagonals in this spread are directions that you are headed, right? So you've got this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the 6 of Wands diagonal. Then you have this 4 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles diagonal. So these can, in some ways, be directions that you're headed in your life, or as we look at this timeline, in this timeline. So with the Ace of Pentacles, you may be trying to plant some type of new seed in your financial life. This may look like you needing to communicate fully to someone what steps you need to take in order to do that. This could be a significant other, right? This may mean like, hey, we need to take a look at our budget, we need to look at the books, we need to save some, or we need to place this money here in this real estate or whatever it is. Some of you may be trying to plant a new financial seed. It's also possible that some of you are looking to express how you feel to somebody as well, and maybe you're having a hard time with that. And what I mean by that is some of you could have a love interest and you're trying to express your feelings towards them. And so in this reading, we're looking at both finance and love. But I think the bigger themes in this reading are around finance, as we have Pentacle, 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 right? We've got actually another one here. We've got 5 Pentacles. But the good thing here in this reading is the diagonal, the directions are all extremely positive. And so you will come to some successful resolution, or you will have some success in this new beginning that you're looking to manifest. Now let's just go ahead and take a look at this first column. You have the Ace of Cups, you have the Two of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups. So I'm trying to find, since the theme of this reading is what is ending, well, I'm trying to find what this might be for you, because we've got a lot of new beginnings, right? But here's the deal. Obviously, a new beginning implies potentially the end of something else. It's also, you can just have new beginning after new beginning, but many times we close a chapter to begin a new chapter, right? And the chapter that some of you could be closing here, the ending that some of you could be going through, is some level of boredom in your life at this time. You see that this person on the Four of Cups is bored. They're focused on these three cups in front of them, when in reality there's a new opportunity. There's like an ace right here. There's basically like the Ace of Cups right here. And so some of you may be closing out relationships in pursuit of something that makes you feel more whole, or something that you are really striving for in your relationship sector. Some of you are potentially also closing out timelines around the way that you have strived for money. And what I mean by that is, it seems like your financial picture looks really, really good. And I think some of you are like, can I up-level this a little bit more, or a lot more? As the last two columns are basically all pentacles plus a wands. Pentacles, wands connect to career, finance, business, money, all that sort of thing. And so for some of you, you may be thinking, okay, what area in my life do I need to, in which area of my life am I feeling bored? Can I resolve this? Can I dissolve this? And can I up-level my income generating sector of my life? And I think some of you are really, really looking to achieve that as you close out January. You roll into February and through this full moon here on February 12th, which is a full moon in Leo. Now, this Two of Swords is really syncing here with the Queen of Swords. This Two of Swords, this person here is blindfolded. They're having a hard time seeing the road ahead. This talks about your free expression in some respects. This can say that this person knows what they want to say, but they can't see how to say it. They can't figure out how to say it. And for some of you, I think there's something about expression here, Scorpio, that is coming through very clearly. The obvious one in this reading is, okay, maybe I'm interested in this person. I don't know how to communicate it to them. And this idea of boredom. Maybe this other person's bored in their situation. Maybe they've got something going on you're trying to express. Maybe you're looking to figure out how to communicate how you feel to this person. On the other end, it is this idea of maybe some of you need to have a conversation with an authority figure about a job raise or something like this here, maybe a significant other, like I said, figuring out the right words to say. In this middle column, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. There is a colleague timeline very clearly showing up here with this Three of Pentacles, right? The idea of expression with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. Now we've got this Three of Pentacles. Threes in tarot can almost always be connected to other people in some respects. And this one in particular is many times connected to your colleagues, the people you work with day in and day out. If it's not, let's say you're self-employed, you don't have any employees, this can refer to the excellent work that you are doing in your chosen field or in your craft. As you can see that this person here has their mallet, they're chiseling this statue. This represents the successful initial completion of a project. The Eight of Pentacles would be like the higher form of the Three of Pentacles, where you're really dedicated and you're producing project after project. But this is like the initial completion, the initial framework complete with this Three of Pentacles. And now you have this Six of Pentacles, which it seems like literally everybody is getting this idea of the Six of Pentacles. I think I'm about halfway through. I think just about everybody has gotten this card. Six of Pentacles is the balance in life as it connects to give and receive, right? Like this person's giving out pentacles to the two people on the ground, and the expectation is that they are balancing their scale, right? Maybe they've been receiving too much, so they're ready to give. There's also this expectation as they give, they receive. And for you, it may mean like, in this case, it feels like as I'm reading this, looking at the cards here, it may feel like there's something about your financial picture that you're looking to balance. And this could just be like, I don't know, using software, like used to be Mint, Mints used to like track all your budgets, like all your inflow outflow for your accounts. I now use Monarch. For those of you who are curious, Monarch's pretty decent. It just tracks all of my cards, all of my bank accounts, all of that, and gives me kind of a financial picture. Maybe some of you are like the specific. Maybe some of you may be interested in that, but it's almost like there's like a some data that needs to be acquired as it connects to your financial picture at this time, and you may be like looking to see how you can balance the budget, balance the sheet, look at the balance sheet, balance the books, so to speak, and that could certainly be on the table for some of you. In the final column, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So the real meat of this reading here is the diagonals, I will say, end with the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. That's big for you. Nine of Pentacles is all about feeling comfortable financially. You see this person has one hand on the pentacle and one hand holding the bird, and this is the idea that they've achieved balance. They have literally achieved balance in their life. They've progressed through the Six of Pentacles, and they're not just money, money, money. They're also comfortable financially, and they're also giving themselves time to do a hobby, which in this case is like bird catching or whatever, right? Bird taming. It's the idea that they have balance in their life. They're not just always thinking about money. The Four of Pentacles is really kind of the opposite. This person is just thinking about money. They cannot release it. They're holding on to this pentacle so tightly. There's a pentacle on their head. There's a pentacle below their feet. Their whole world is encompassed by their financial situation. And for some of you here, you're looking to strive this balance between like, okay, what steps do I need to take to improve the situation or up-level the situation, which I think is probably closer to many of you that are watching this. You're looking to up-level, but some of you may also think like, okay, do I need to improve this? What steps do I need to take? And at the same time, can I also leave room for some other victories in life, such as like a fulfilling relationship, in strengthening the relationship I'm currently in, or potentially like doing some hobbies, something like this here. The Six of Wands is the other direction, that other diagonal we end on, which is all about victory and success, being in front of people. It is a social media card as well, being in front of people. Yeah, it's a really, really positive card. So this is an incredible reading. Let's go ahead and let's take some of these oracle cards to see if we can get some additional messages for you here, Scorpio. All right, you have 4 of these that want to come forward. So we'll start off by the first two, with the first 2 I took. Okay, so you have freedom. I let go of control and yield to the flow of life. Freedom. On the other side of control is absolute freedom. Oh, right. The answer is love. Listen. I listen to the divine voice emanating from within. All right, so let's see if we can get some additional information on these 2 cards. Let's see here. Wow, something about boundaries for you and this idea of freedom. Boundaries. I establish boundaries to support my freedom. We've got the freedom word twice here. Do not oppose freedom, they support freedom. Okay, so boundaries do not oppose freedom, they support freedom. Okay, interesting. And then let's just finish this one out. We have authenticity. I embody my personal truth and create connection. We're able to connect most deeply through our authentic human experience, evolving and expanding with love. Wow. So well, I was going to say removing the boundaries, but this card is suggesting that as you set boundaries, you create freedom. But some of you are looking to really, really create a space of freedom in your life. And you know what? If I'm connecting this to this reading, it seems like financial freedom. Does that make sense to you? I feel like that makes sense to me. Some of you are really, really looking to achieve financial freedom in some ways. This could be through healthy investments, an increase in your income, stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. And maybe you also are looking at real estate. Maybe you're looking to sell a property. Although it's possible with the Ace of Pentacles that could come forward with like sales for sure. That's definitely a card that can indicate sales. But let's take a look at these. Protection, space, and hunger. All right, some of you are definitely hungry for an up level in your financial situation, in your financial picture, to create financial freedom and abundance for sure. And the space and protection card, I shuffle these cards like very well between readings. Space and protection has been coming in for almost everyone as well. And I think it's really great around full moons to try to protect your peace, protect your space, maybe do some clearing, some cleaning. light some sage, do something like that. I feel like I've been telling everyone that, but it's because these cards have been coming in pretty heavily. So we've got the Three of Swords. It seems like some of you are ready for someone new. You have the Four of Wands and the Justice card. Wow. Well, if there was ever a 3-card combination of divorce, it would probably be this 3-card combination, to be completely real with you. Three of Swords, separation. Four of Wands, marriage. Justice is legal situation. Divorce is a separation that involves a legal separation, right? And that involves a legalities, is a better way to put that. But it is possible that some of you are just like, wow, this situation I'm in is holding me back. Yeah, this could certainly be on the table for some of you. I think you already know this. I don't think this is a shocker if you're here and you're listening to this. The other thing is, if you are in a healthy relationship, I don't see any surprises. So don't stress. If you're in a healthy relationship, that's not the message for you. Some of you, though, are already like, you're thinking about next steps as it relates to your marriage or your long-term significant relationship. I think pretty clearly there is a Tower. Okay, the Tower is a shock. You do have the Six of Pentacles, and you also have the Page of Swords. Okay, interesting. Well, the Tower can definitely hit you by surprise, for sure. The Tower is about like sometimes in life we get a little bit too comfortable. The safety net that we have wrapped ourselves in can become a little bit too comforting, and the Tower kind of dissolves that safety net. In some respects, the Tower can free you from a situation that is holding you back, okay? This person's falling from the Tower. They were trapped in the Tower. Now they're free. And what did we say about the 2 oracle cards here? We had this message of freedom. Isn't that interesting? You have a huge message of freedom here. And it's almost like this energy of like blessings in disguise, something like this. It might be a painful realization, but I think it's one of these things where, like, I don't know, however long it takes, months from now, a month from now, I don't know, maybe some of you rebound quickly, you'll realize that this is what needed to happen. I also should note that we have 3 scales now on this reading, the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles twice. Huge level huge unlock here around balance. Balancing something in your life is really, really, really important at this time. And maybe, for maybe part of 2024, as we are still at the first month of 2025, you just felt a little unbalanced, like a little off course in maybe a relationship, maybe in your work sector. But this is why we clarify, right? Because this got us some very specific information around the first 9 cards. And there is a I had this message at the beginning of the reading. There's a very important conversation. This may be a little bit of a challenging conversation with the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords that is coming forward. This may involve endings for some of you around relationship stuff. And this may also look like a change in the way that you earn and generate money. I think it's for the better, though. We need to see what these last 3 cards are. You have the Magician, the Moon, and the Ace of Wands. Remember, the diagonals here are really ending on something incredible. Again, directions you're headed. Again, we had this Six of Wands now clarified by the Ace of Wands, and we have this 9 of Pentacles now clarified by the Magician. So, at the end of the day, this is looking like it's going to work out beautifully for you. The Magician and the 9 of Pentacles is about manifesting financial freedom and financial independence, for sure. 9 of Pentacles all about financial independence, enjoying the luxuries in life that you've built. And the Magician is all about manifesting. It's the master manifester in the tarot. It also is a high skill card. It says that you've got all the tools, right, to do whatever you want at this time. With the Ace of Wands, it's another new beginning. We've got 3 aces all in different suits. So we've got the Cups, the Pentacles, and the Wands here. And I think some of you may be starting a social media business with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands, or some of you are growing online in some respects. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you have an Instagram account or something. Some of you are growing that area pretty heavily here. If that's not of interest, you have a business here where you may be in front of people, and that's certainly growing, or you're starting that. You're starting that as a result of this ending here. The moon can say that you're looking to get clear on something, particularly as it relates to your finances. And on the bottom, wow, that's interesting. Queen of Swords on the bottom of both decks. So I would say do not the Queen of Swords, not Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords on the bottom of both decks. The Queen of Swords doesn't pull any punches, and I'm not instigating here. I'm not telling you to get into like a fight or anything. But if there's something that you need to very directly say to someone, this is what the cards are showing. What an interesting reading, Scorpio. That's what I have here for you. Thank you so much, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.